What is going on? What is going on? So it's another day at the Bearded Panda shop. And we're multitasking like always. But of course we got to still finish up the duty on this guy here. So today is removal of the bumper. So we're going to remove it, start trying to repair it, patch it up, take off the grill, fog lights, and all that fancy stuff. So that way we can start getting it prepped up and for primer. So I can primer all the other pieces and all that other good stuff. And so it's hot. Hotter than the Roadrunner Coyote combo cartoon. Whatever. I don't know what I'm saying. All right, here it is off. So it's actually a tighter fit. You have to remove the crash bar to put this bad boy on. But here, you can see how the cut went all the way through. Maybe while I was shipping, maybe a razor blade went through. I'm not quite sure, but it looks pretty sharp. You got the two fog lights. Just remove those at the bolts, and they should pull out. As far as the grill, they're just held on by little screws. Same thing on that side. So wiring, you've got a bunch of wiring to get done, but you can just hook those up, piggyback them, and then go into your stock wiring harness. And so here it is. You see, you actually have to remove that crash bar in order for it to fit, because it's a pretty tight fit. But we're going to go ahead and get these scratches and whatnot fixed up. That way this bad boy can get ready for paint. Now these are actually nice fog lights. Look real good. Part number if you wanted to see. So total of 4. Set those over there. Now it's time to remove this bad boy. So it's got a bunch of screws. Let's see. Alright, so it's a total of 6 screws. Before I even put these back on, I'll give them a quick hand sand and repaint them a real nice satin black so they go back to OEM. If the bolts were like too far gone, I would definitely buy some new ones. But being that these are OEM, you know, like Japanese bolts, we're gonna just go ahead, even though I'm sure all of them come from the same area, but who knows. And so here's the actual grill. And so we're gonna try cleaning that up too. You just gotta take the other one off, and should be good to start sanding and filling and all that stuff. All right, so I'm repairing it the right way. You know, I actually have a plastic solder gun. So I heated up the plastic, threw some pins in there. I think it was about 8 pins, and then threw some plastic weld over it. On the inside, it's not as pretty. I mean, it's not bad either. I have to grind this down because this plastic protruded out. And then now I just have to get all this side filled in. And this bad boy will be ready to almost primer. All right, so crack is gone. Lots of strength. I can't even bend it anymore. So that whole section's pretty much done. I'm just gonna try cleaning it up a little more by hand, making this nice little corner here, and primer it to make sure it looks pretty flush and make sure there's no waves or any errors or anything. And then back to finishing all these nice grooves, little shark teeth and all that stuff. That's all along the bottom edge here. The what is it? The lip of love, the kiss, the love kiss. Yeah. And then eventually this thing will be in primer. All right, so of course the XP, you know, it's a 2006. It's an older model, you know, like it's, what, how many years is that? Crap ton. So, you know, it's got some love marks, like here. It's missing this little cap. I'm gonna tell Gabe to order that sucker today. It's got some love here, you know, I mean, because it's got a cargo hatch, so of course it gets used. It has like this Velcro piece, you know, like that grip protector. It kind of seems like a pain. I'm gonna have to peel that off. It should come off pretty easy, or if anything, I'll just heat it, pull it off. And then over here, got some good battle wounds. So we're gonna go ahead and clean those up. And then luckily someone was nice enough to throw a lot of glue in here. So we had glue runs, because I know these are real like famous or notorious for breaking off. You know, people pull on them too hard. So we got to pull that off, scrape off all that glue. And yeah, probably going to take off this rear bumper, of course. Makes it easier to work on, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. And just keep touching it up. And then the only other spot is right here. Like it feels like someone was nice enough to either slam a shopping cart or a car door or something, but it put a nice little ding there. So I'm going to try hitting it out a little bit and then cleaning it up. So I'm going to get that work done. Front bumper, just waiting for primer. So I'll show that to you once it's all said and done. Got Gabe rolling his fenders. I know they have rollers out there, but we also notice sometimes with rollers on these double metal sections that will actually push out
a little too much.
The flare a little too much, so we're
and
going
I'm back. Where did Gabe go? Disappeared.
So he's actually working.
Still in the car seat.
Yep.
Even though the Civic's gone.
But the crappy part is that we just had a hurricane yesterday, so everything's extremely juicy outside.
We can't do anything at all.
No.
Sucks.
So we're like, well, let's just roll some fenders.
With a rubber mallet.
Yeah. But it feels damn good. So another part that I forgot to mention was this lovely spot. But luckily, we kind of broke away at it. It's not as bad as it looks. It didn't burn all the way through, so we just got to sand that down, clean it all up, fill it all up, make it look real good. So we got one there, one right there, and believe it or not, one on this other spot right there. No big deal. Oh, and just to let you know, we test fitted the hood. The magic touch right here in the corner. Whatever kind of song is that, dude? Awesome. He's debating on working. He's on a roll. Thor.
Rolling fenders on a box.
Dude, I love your Thor hammer.
Oh yeah.
So he's got what, the passenger side done? Now you need. Are you doing driver's side today?
Yeah, I got to. Might as well.
With hurricane weather, all we have to do is look at each other or go and stare out the window.
Scratch the body a little bit and sand it down or run over.
I know, right? Yeah.
It will get done.
Yes.
All that matters. It will get
That's all that matters. What you got going on now, Gabe?
Taking off this old wiper, or attempting to, because it's stuck.
You're gonna take it off just for paint, or you're gonna remove that bad boy for indefinitely?
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same. Let's clean this thing up.
We don't use it often at all anyways, and let's face it, when it rains, we don't drive our cars. So.
Nah, right? So off it goes.
Well, it's stuck.
Ah.
So I gotta get something to pry it off.
All right, let me
but you get the idea. We're taking off the
That's
wiper
right.
and leaving it, well.
Let me put this camera down and help him out with it. So we got Gabe here, taking out the clear coat off his box, getting it closer to paint, finding any little nicks possible, putting some love into caress. Look at that caress, back and forth motion. Bing, 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 bing. We'll probably put some music there to make it sound all clarified. Okay, so there's a little bit that's been missed. Finished sanding this whole side down, fixed all the little rod chips, little dings. We actually, believe it or not, rolled fenders on front and back. And so cleaned that up right here. So that way it's nice and smooth, got rid of all the paint chips that occurred. And so, and also another thing you missed, which we didn't want to record on because there's a couple of good videos out, is the tranny got some work. So now there's a stage 2 clutch in there. Gabe repainted all the framing here to look all brand new, spick and span. And yeah, that was a challenge, let me tell you. But it's good. So we're gonna go ahead and close the video off here and pick up on the next one. And so that way we can talk about what's happening next. You guys, take it easy. Thanks for following. Hit a thumbs up. Always appreciate. Well,